And we're back to exercise 9-17. This time we're going to be taking a look at doing the depreciation schedule for PAPAs using units of production. So in units of production, if you'll remember, we do our estimate based on an estimated useful life based on how much we think that fixed asset is going to get used. So in this case, it says the equipment was expected to remain in service for 4 years and to perform 11,000 fry jobs. So that's the critical piece of information. But units of production can also be used if we have a vehicle. It might be based on how many miles it is driven over its estimated useful life, or if we have another piece of machinery, it could be used for, we could use an estimate based on number of machine hours. All right, so now we have, when you have units of production, the first thing you want to do is figure out what is that depreciation per unit. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate that. You calculate that by taking the cost of the asset, that's our $39,000, subtracting out the residual value. So in other words, you take the depreciable cost of the asset, and we're going to divide it by the estimated useful life of the asset expressed in jobs, so divided by the 11,000. That gives us a $3 depreciation per unit cost. Okay? Going back to the problem, it says that the equipment performed 1,100 jobs the first year. So 1,100 times 3 means that we have depreciation expense and accumulated depreciation of $3,300 the first year, which leaves us with the book value of an asset at the end of 2012 of $35,700. In year 2, it performed 3,300 jobs the second year. So we have $9,900 for that year in depreciation expense. Okay, and then we're going to take our accumulated depreciation at the end of the second year is $13,200. And we have the book value of the asset at $25,800 at the end of 2013. In year 3, it was used 4,400 hours, which means we had depreciation expense in 2014 for $13,200 and accumulated depreciation of $26,400. The book value of the asset at the end of year 3 is $12,600, and we had 2,200 fry jobs in 2015. Which means we had $6,600 in depreciation expense and accumulated depreciation of $33,000, which is exactly where we needed to be. Oops, not. And the book value of the asset should be the same as our residual value, which it is. It's $6,000. So that's how you calculate units of production depreciation for PAPAs for those 4 years based on units of production. And to answer the question, the second question posed in this exercise, which method tracks the wear and tear on the equipment most closely? Units of production is the answer.